Hello and welcome to Visa Verge News, your trusted source for all things immigration. I'm Amelia, and today we're diving into a fascinating discussion about what happens when a plane crash lands. Specifically, how do immigration processes intersect with emergency medical response? To help me unpack this, I'm joined by Theodore. Welcome back, Theodore.
Thanks, Amelia. Always great to be here. This is such an interesting topic because it's not something people think about often. What really happens in these rare emergencies? There's a lot to cover when medical care and immigration requirements have to share the spotlight.
Exactly. Let's start with the basics. If a plane crash lands and everyone survives with only minor injuries, the immediate focus is, of course, ensuring passenger and crew safety. That's where emergency responders step in first, right?
Absolutely. Emergency personnel quickly assess the scene to identify anyone who might need urgent medical attention. It's a clear protocol. Safety and health first. If injuries are minor, passengers typically undergo on-site medical evaluations. Those who need further treatment are sent to nearby hospitals, while uninjured passengers are moved to a safe area for further processing.
That makes sense. But here's the twist. Once everyone's safe, immigration authorities step in. Even in emergency situations like a crash landing, it seems immigration protocols can't be skipped. Why is that?
Well, it's because every traveler entering a country has to go through an immigration port of entry. That's the official checkpoint where officers verify identity and admissibility. So even if a flight crash lands somewhere unexpected, like a rural runway or even a public road, immigration processes are mandatory. Authorities might even set up a temporary port of entry to facilitate the required procedures.
That's fascinating. So let's say passengers are taken to a hospital for treatment. Does immigration clearance have to wait until everyone's back at the airport?
Not necessarily. Immigration officers often coordinate closely with healthcare facilities. They'll ensure passengers are treated first, but they'll still verify identities and complete the necessary legal processing. In some cases, officers might temporarily retain travel documents like passports until formal procedures can be completed.
Got it. So medical care takes priority, but immigration checks are always part of the equation. That balance between humanitarian aid and legal requirements must be incredibly challenging to manage.
It really is. Take, for instance, passengers without proper documentation. Immigration officers might need to involve consular representatives or airline staff to address those gaps. Depending on the situation, individuals could face additional questioning, detainment, or even supervised entry into the country.
That sounds intense, but at the heart of it, it's about coordination, right? Emergency teams, airport officials, and immigration authorities working together to ensure both health and compliance are addressed efficiently.
Exactly. It's a carefully orchestrated effort. And while compliance with immigration regulations is non-negotiable, authorities do recognize the importance of prioritizing passenger well-being. It's not about delaying care, but ensuring all processes, medical and legal, run smoothly.
What about passengers' rights? I imagine situations like these could be overwhelming. Do people have rights they should be aware of during such an event?
Yes, Amelia. Passengers have specific rights, even in these unique scenarios. For instance, they have the right to medical care and can also seek consular assistance from their home country if needed. Knowing your rights can make these tough situations easier to navigate.
That's such an important point. At the end of the day, a crash landing is about more than just rescue. It's also a reminder of how closely intertwined humanity and regulations can be.
You're absolutely right. Safety is always the top priority, but immigration protocols aren't far behind. It really reflects the delicate balance authorities aim to achieve, care and compliance working hand in hand.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. To summarize, in the rare event of a crash landing, emergency responders prioritize health and safety, while immigration authorities ensure legal compliance. It's a coordinated effort that reflects resilience and adaptability.
Thanks for breaking it all down with me, Amelia. And thank you to our listeners for tuning into today's episode. For more immigration updates and insights, visit us at visaverge.com.
That's right. visaverge.com is your go-to resource for immigration news and more. Take care, and we'll see you next time.